MTD podcast. We're streaming this from our headquarters in Northamptonshire, in fact in Burton Latimer. I'm with Giovanni Albanese, who you'll all know, I'm sure, Joe Reynolds, and Rowan Easter Robinson. Now, the purpose of this podcast is to talk to you about an event that we've all been waiting for now for 4 years, would you believe? In fact, it was 2 years ago today where Boris did his announcement to say we were all going into lockdown. How very different things are now, because in less than 2 weeks' time, we're going to be at MACH 2022. Before we tell you what we're going to be up to, I'm just going to go round the guys and see, Gio, you enjoy MACHs, don't you? Tell us about your experiences from them in the past.
Paul, I can't wait. I've done MACH, apart from obviously the last MACH, every year for about the last 10 years. Really looking forward to meeting people again, having a chat. We've been to Southern, didn't we, recently, Joe? And it was just so nice being back at exhibitions, talking to people, looking at new technology. I tried not to as much as possible, but sometimes it's
a long day, mate.
Have you managed to get back used to that now? You know, the fact that you've been at...
It feels normal now, again. To me, it feels normal. At Southern Manufacturing, it felt normal. I'm sure that MACH's going to be absolutely brilliant, and I can't wait to see some of the new technology that's going to be on display.
Mr. Reynolds.
Yeah,
You've had a couple of bad MACHs, actually, haven't you? Thinking about it.
Or something bad always happens at MACH for me. Yeah. So, it lasts 3, so hopefully it comes in 3s, isn't it? But I've been going since 1996. I think I've probably missed one in the early noughties.
You started at 40?
Pardon?
You were 40?
Yeah. No, I went
That's 2 years before I was born,
I went in as that... Really?
Yeah, sorry.
It's the year I started my apprenticeship. It was 1996, and I was taken as a young whippersnapper, and obviously I've gone through the ranks. Yeah, have we done this will be our 5th with it as a company?
It will be, yeah. I mean, the first one was back in 2012,
Scary.
2014, 2016, 2018. Of course, we missed out on 2020. And then what was going to be 2021, and now it's 2022. Rowan, this is your first MACH with MTD CNC, but you have been there before.
Yeah, I've been a couple of times when I was still working at Nicken. I remember I had to obviously get suited and booted. I don't think it was a no-tie policy, but I was there in obviously nice fancy shoes and a little bit uncomfortable. So it'd be nice to go a little bit slightly more casual with the MTD top on. But I remember just going, because obviously people didn't know me very well. I took the Nicken lanyard off and I went around competitors picking up catalogues and whatnot, just doing a bit of research as you do it.
Well, they'll know you now. They'll know you now.
Well, sorry, yeah.
I knew I recognised him.
For those that haven't seen Rowan, which I'm sure you have if you follow our channels, Rowan joined us about October 2021, wasn't it?
Yeah, last year.
Since then, he's been travelling around. The important thing about your contribution to the business and the team, Rowan, is your technical knowledge, isn't it? So just for those that don't know, just tell them how good you are on the tools.
Yeah, well, it's supposed to be the technical knowledge. I'm not sure I've showed that yet, but yeah, so I've spent about 4 years running CNC, 4 or 5 years running CNC machines at Nicken, doing kind of customer demos, tooling trials. So I got a great chance to work with presetters, with taking photos of inserts, wearing, and also doing customer demos, programming stuff on CAD/CAM and on machines. So I had, thankfully, a big breadth of knowledge, which hopefully I can draw on and help explain a few things.
Collectively, probably more than we've got collectively. Important
well,
to say.
I don't know. I mean, 1996 is quite a long time. So.
I've been off the machines long when I was on the back.
So coming up in this live broadcast, we're going to talk about the stands that we're going to be streaming live from during the week, and what we're going to be up to in general. Before we do that, for those that don't know, the MACH exhibition is happening on April the 4th to the 8th at the NEC in Birmingham. They expect around about 25,000 visitors to the event. There's a whopping 600 exhibitors this year, so there's so much to see when it comes to manufacturing technologies. We're going to be there. Our stand is stand 19527. We've got a pretty big stand. I think it's 10 metres by 8 metres. In conjunction with Interco, we'll have a stand there, and we'll also have the Swarf and Chips bar, which you'll be able to come to every afternoon, where the whole team will be there streaming a live podcast like this about what we've learnt during the day. Also at the event, I'm going to bring a gentleman on here. If you want to just step up here, Carl. For those, again, that don't know, we have an MTD magazine, and this is an absolute bumper edition, isn't it? And people can pick a copy of this up if they haven't got one before the show at the event too.
So, landed on desks anytime now, digital editions out there, and, distribution at the show and on the stand. Really, really proud of this, full of, obviously, MACH preview, other good content in there as well, automotive sector report, unusual headings, usual topics, machining, tooling, but cracking issue, bumper issue, 132 pages. yeah, really excited and can't wait to get to MACH and get it out there.
It's pretty weighty, isn't it? It's pretty heavy. Let me take a copy of this. Absolutely whopping edition here. And if you haven't received this before the event, you'll be able to pick a copy up at the event. There you go, mate. I'll leave you to take that one away.
Thank you.
Okay, so what's going to be happening at MACH with MTD CNC? So every day we're going to be doing 4 live streams. The first of which will, the main stream will start at 9:30. Then we'll have a second stream at 11:30. These streams will run for approximately 40 to 45 minutes. We'll have one at 1:30 in the afternoon and one at 3:30 in the afternoon. Now, each of these streams is dedicated to a particular company and their products, and we're going to quickly run through who those companies are and what you can expect to see from them. So the first one at 9:30 will be, in fact, the stream will be open at 9 o'clock on Monday morning, but the first main tour will be on the Hexagon MI stand at 9:30. Rowan, you're going to be participating in this one, aren't you?
Yeah, so bright and early Monday morning.
Bright and
we'll
early
be there.
Monday morning. I know we don't want to give too much away about what's going to be on the stand, but
No.
you've had experience using Hexagon MI's products as well, haven't you?
Yeah, so they do. It's amazing. They're quite well known for the metrology products, so CMMs, laser scanners, kind of Faro type measurement arms. But they also they move quite a lot into the digital space. So they do a lot of CAD CAM, a lot of systems engineering software, so like FEA software, lots of simulation software. I didn't realize even how many CAD systems they offer. So we're going to be talking about a bit of that, a bit of the kind of the design and engineering and how they offer kind of a systems engineering offering, which is not just...
Who do you think that's going to benefit? Who's going to be either, if they can't obviously visit the stand, they can watch the stream, but who's going to be interested in this sort of technology?
So anyone who is a design engineer who's looking at designing a product and needs to try and validate as much as possible before they start to make the first prototype. And also, obviously, the standard inspection, the CMM, the laser scanners, or everything like that. So it's all about kind of complex part design and part manufacture.
Okay, so that's going to be 9:30, the main stream on Monday, the 4th of April. Now, you can watch the streams across all of our channels, so they'll be on YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, and you'll also be able to watch them on the MTD app, which you'll be able to scan. We'll get the barcode up, hopefully at some point. Well, you'll find it on LinkedIn or one of the other channels as well. The MTD app has got to be the best place to watch it. You can interact with the show as well. We want people to comment and obviously contribute to our streams because that's an important aspect of what we're going to be doing. The second stream is at 11:30, which is going to be on the Star GB stand. In fact, we've got... Can we pick this up?
Oh, wait.
Sorry.
Now, this is actually... this is the Star Saber. Now, this was a product they made for their open house, and they've also at previous MACHs done applications like this. Now, at this particular show, they're going to be doing the Star 2 D2, which we're actually going to be walking through the whole process of how that's made. They're going to have new machines on the stand, but the core element to Star GB stream is going to be looking at how their engineering support, their applications ability enables them to be able to give engineering solutions on sliding head technology. I'm really excited for that one. I know that both Joe and Gio have had a lot of involvement with Star as well. How much of sliding heads come on, Joe, in your opinion?
Well, the thing with me, turn parts used to be round, whereas on the latest Star machines, you couldn't guess what machine it's been done on. They can be prismatic, they can be round, they can be a bit of both, and I'm looking forward to seeing their new technology for sure.
Gio, you've seen a lot of sliding head shops.
I think they're becoming more and more a necessity in the engineering manufacturing industry because of the automation that's already built in, but also the complexity of parts now that can be made on sliding heads. You know, historically round parts, historically also high volume, but now that's not the case. It can be low volume, prismatic parts, out of any materials. You know, the capabilities of the machines are phenomenal.
It's
really.
that unmanned running, and they've got a new software, their Step Cycle Pro, which enables you to control your chip flow as well, which is really important in the manufacturing process and whatever material you're cutting. They'll also be looking at ways that you can save on, you know, power consumption and efficiency, because this is a massive thing, isn't it, in the market at the moment? How many machine tool companies are we talking to where they're trying to reduce the power used on machines, because obviously engineers have to pay for that. They've got new bar feeder and you know, a few new models, so we'll be streaming there on the Monday at 11:30. We're going to sort of go quickly through the next few as well. 1:30 we'll be streaming on the Ceratizit stand. Involvement in their brands. You've both had involvement in their brand, haven't you, Rowan
Yeah, so I didn't went and talked about a Pentron drill and some of their new CNMG tips at their Ceratizit Tech Centre a couple of weeks ago down in Sheffield, near where I live.
There's a brilliant video on the channel actually. You did.
Yeah,
I
the
think it had
Pentron
about
drill.
3,500 views.
It was because I did the interview with
you, or
Sean
was
Palmer. I did the interview with Sean Palmer, and he knows his stuff. It's absolutely amazing what he knows. They've got 100,000 products in their catalogue. I think he knows quite a lot about quite a lot of them. So it's quite an impressive guy.
And they're going to be giving away a bike on the stand. Now, Katie Archibald there's going to be a draw happening at 2:00 live on the MTD CNC stream. So that's part of that stream as well. You'll be able to stand a chance to win that bike. Joe, would you like to win it? And if you did, what would you do with it? Sell it?
The value of it, I probably would, and buy a Peloton, but no. But yeah, no, joking aside, world-class engineering. Easy to say push bike, isn't it, a bike? But there's so much engineering that goes into these bicycles now.
Those Hope bikes, they look really cool. They're amazing.
Yeah, they do. No, they really do. So that's happening at 1:30 on Monday the 4th of April. We'll be on the Ceratizit stand, and at 2 p.m. we'll be doing that live giveaway of that bike. Gio, on to Hindbook. We're there then at 3:00 on the Monday, aren't we? What can people expect to see there?
Well, something really exciting from the Hindbook stand, really. They're going to be doing a quick change challenge just to kind of really illustrate how fast it is to be able to change from one setup to another. And in a world now where, setup time is key and keeping that spindle uptime running as much as possible, this really emphasises their product. So the quick change challenge, anyone can enter that, but we're going to be looking at lots of different products from Hindbook. I mean, everyone's very familiar with the turning side of their product portfolio, but they also have offerings in milling and grinding. So we're going to be looking at the different solutions that they offer there, but they're also automation, special solutions, mandrels, stationary clamping. So lots and lots of really technical work holding solutions that they provide. So I would strongly recommend for everyone to get onto the Hindbook stand and see some of the new solutions that they have available.
Okay, then at 4:30, or I think it's just before 4:30, straight after that stream, we're going to be doing a live MTD CNC podcast from the stand. So if you are at the event and you want to come to our stand, it'll be a great time to come to the stand. We'll have the Swarf and Chips bar there. You'll be able to join in the podcast if you choose, and that'll be streamed across LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook.
Just remind us of the stand number.
So the stand number is stand 19. It's in Hall 19, stand 527. Now, over the course of the next 7 days, we're going to be doing quite a few of these live broadcasts where we'll be talking about what we're going to be doing on the Tuesday, the Wednesday, and the Thursday, and the Friday. But as for this particular stream, we've just focused on the Monday. And I can't reiterate enough, it's going to be a fantastic show. If you cannot visit MACH 2022, which starts on April the 4th, then you can watch live streams throughout the week on the MTD CNC website, the MTD CNC app, LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook. We will be all over that show. But as it stands for now, that's it for this live stream. Guys, you're off somewhere now. We've got to cut this short because where are you going?
We're off to Lotus. So we're Lotus tomorrow morning, actually, but we've got to drive to Norwich. We're meeting Steve Schickel in Norwich for a meal. And then we're going to be at the factory, the new factory, tomorrow morning. So can't wait. Should be a fantastic visit.
Yeah, Joe, where are you off to? Back home.
Sorry, I'm back home. Yeah, it'll be a late night for me. Yeah.
Okay, good stuff. Thanks for watching, and keep tuned over the next few days. There'll be more of these streams where you can find out exactly what we're up to at MACH 2022.